morning, I thought I would take a break from my rehearsal, you know what I mean? To address everything that's being said today in the media. From In Touch to TMZ to Yahoo News. It's all false. And the only truth, yes, my papi has been very busy with his career. He's been filming 3 movies and 2 commercials. You know what I mean? And just because he's taking every job in Hollywood so he doesn't have to spend any time with me doesn't mean we're heading for a divorce. You know what I mean? And just because you haven't seen us together in weeks and he no longer lives here doesn't mean we're getting a divorce. I've also been very busy with my world tour. And this is the reminder, don't forget to get your tickets.
Everybody's falling for this right now. This whole JLo and Ben, they're separated, they're going to divorce, they're heading down, they're going to be done. 2024 is the year that this marriage ends. Now, I definitely don't wish that for anybody, of course. I hope that that's not necessarily the case. But the more and more I look into this, I'm starting to feel like this is a PR stunt.
Now, I have a couple of theories. Hear me out. Don't come for my neck. As soon as the divorce news broke, then Us Weekly did another story that said Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are having issues but aren't splitting, sources say. Exclusive. Look. Let me break this down a little bit more. I believe this is a PR stunt.
Yes. You have a situation where a woman did a whole docu-series about the first ever true love, whatever. I watch the making of it and the docu-series and the movie of it. It's ridiculous. I don't recommend it for anybody. I gave it a really, really shitty rating.
She doesn't listen. You know, she thinks I'm her employee.
All she cares about is work, okay? And if she's not working, she's trying to find more work.
Add that to defensiveness and the constant
Okay,
criticism.
and I apologize a million times.
It's never enough for you.
Can't you just be happy?
Ben Affleck didn't even want her to do this whole "this is me now" and "this is the greatest love story ever told." He didn't want her to do that because, you know, the people around her felt like she was being too vulnerable for this. I think we're seeing the repercussions of it now, right? Didn't listen to Ben whatsoever. And she also didn't listen to Monster Mom. Like, the lady doesn't listen.
I thought it was a stupid thing to do. And probably the thing that tanked JLo's career at this point, in addition to her whole Diddy involvement and situation and her lack of really being able to be relatable to the people. Then you have the Natasha situation, Natasha Ramos coming out. You got a lot of people that have come out and said JLo doesn't sing, and we've been done knowing that. Even though some of you JLulu friends, fans, whatever, come into the comments, try to run some mouth as if you're being paid to do all that. You're not. She don't care about you. JLulu does not care about you. May Kyle Marissa Roth rest in peace, okay? But she told us what needed to be told about JLulu. It's true. Look, I honestly think that ticket sales have been very low to This Is Me Now. Think about it. They had to revamp it one time. They did a little preview when she played Selena, thinking that, you know, everybody identifies her that way. She is so not a Selena. So not a Selena, okay?
On witnessing greatness, moments just like this one, and seeing the joy she had, it prepares you for what it means to travel down that road. The looks, the whispers, the pictures that define you for decades. Hello, Versace dress.
Giving away tickets. These tickets are cheap. I heard people are selling them for like $10. She went to the Met Gala and one of the camera people asked her, JLo, what are you wearing? And she said something about she wouldn't even look at the lady, first of all, the person that's asking her, what are you wearing? Like, she looked nice. And she says, oh, it's Scaparelli or Scampanelli or whatever the hell these designers are.
What are you wearing tonight? Scaparelli, my love.
Who are you wearing tonight? Scaparelli. With your broke ass. Get that camera on my face. Sorry. The hell.
Now, this is why I have this theory. I personally feel like this is a PR stunt because we're getting 2 different sources. You have Perez Hilton over here correcting himself, talking about, well, he's actually moving stuff. Then you got some sources saying they're not really splitting. Yes, they are, but they're not really. I honestly think this is a deflection to take away from the actual situation that's happening. That JLo is not relatable to the industry anymore, and they're ready to turn on her. And her involvement with Diddy is probably a lot more than what we are wanting to believe, at least the people want to believe. And also, I think that there's something to do with her flop movie, docu-movie, and then movie, right? The greatest love story never told. If J-Lo was done with Ben, I don't think it would have been settled. I honestly think we would have seen her with somebody else because historically she's done that. She did that with Mark Anthony. She did that, like she's been doing that where she dates men. She did it with Diddy too. She been doing that. So I don't think that there's going to be like a huge divorce. I honestly think we're going to see J-Lo with a different guy, and that's going to let us know that she's officially divorced. Now that's just my theory. Don't come for me, but that's my theory. That's what I truly believe, okay? What if it's a PR stunt that they both have together? Like they both decided to do this PR stunt. Let me tell you, I just feel like JLo lacks self-awareness. She's shown that throughout her time in the industry and the way she connects with people and doesn't connect with people and how she's not a very relatable individual, right? And Ben, from what I've heard, is quite opposite. So I'm just wondering if this is just like a PR stunt that they decided to do together to jumpstart careers. They're really not going through anything and they're just kind of living in separate houses because they can, and that's the kind of money that they have, and maybe that's how they do it best. But they're doing this PR stunt together in order to jumpstart their careers again, in order to make JLo more likable. Like, oh, look at me. She's going through this whole thing while she has put her heart and soul, and this is the love of her life. And fuck Mark Anthony and everybody else that she messed with for the last 15, 20 years. I will say, I think it's hilarious. You got Forbes over here doing timelines of BENNIFER. I'm just like, yo, we're like the benefit thing was a millennial thing. We're done with that shit. We don't care about BENNIFER. We really don't. They got serious newspaper type of sources. The Washington Times is reporting on this ish. You have got to be kidding me. There must be nothing going on in the news that they're reporting on this supposed split and headed for divorce. Jennifer and Ben Affleck reportedly headed for divorce. He already done moved out. Girl. Oh my goodness. Allegedly, people are saying that Ben Affleck has hit a breaking point with Jennifer Lopez and has moved out of the home they shared, a source told In Touch Weekly. The writing is on the wall. It's over, the insider dishes. Listen, like I said, I would hate to put that out there on a married couple, especially if this is like the love of her life. And she just poured her heart out on this, this is me now, this is me then movie musical of her love life. And let me just say this, if you didn't watch it, and I have a feeling, like I said, it's a PR stunt to make people watch this bullshit ass video Amazon thing, right? If you didn't watch it, I will say this. It very much it's a biopic of her love life because people have questions about why she's with one relationship, how she moves to the next, how she sees all this, and she opens up about that. Or you want to see my review on it? Check the description box, it'll be there. So an insider told the press that the writing is on the wall, it's over. They're headed for divorce, and for once, Ben's not to blame. What? Wow, okay. The insider added he's focusing on his work and his kids now. Mm. Ben already moved out, and they'll likely have to sell the dream house they spent 2 years searching for. They'll never stop loving each other, but she can't control him, and he can't change her. There's no way it could have lasted. If any of this shit is true, it's okay. Like the lady is rich enough, and she'll be fine. She'll get over it. She'll be fine. But I will say this. I honestly think that a lot of this is, you know, to a certain degree, you can interpret it to like if when you do bad shit in the industry and stuff like that, that shit comes back to you. It really does. So I'm kind of feeling like this is a little bit of the karma that she's getting, just a little bit. Personally, I think that, if she had humbled herself a little bit more, um, and stop trying to take from the block and the Bronx and the, Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. Like, and stop taking from folks. She might actually be okay. But, and then also just being honest about the Diddy thing, because personally, I think that she knows a lot more than what she's said. I'm just going to say that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm calling bullshit on this. Like I said, low ticket sales, shitty movie, shitty making of the movie. Even Fat Joe in a sweater couldn't do anything about this movie. I mean, I'm just saying, it didn't work. And then the whole cast, Monster Mom, didn't do anything for her movie. She's doing other movies to promote that movie. Like, it just didn't do. It wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. I think she needs to give it up and just, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with being single, y'all. Especially when you're rich. Like, go do you, be single and be rich. That's what she needs to do. And Ben Affleck, pay attention to your kids and focus on that if any of this is true. But like I said, personally, I believe this is a PR stunt to deflect from the Diddy situation, to deflect from bad ticket sales. I heard people are raffling her tickets like really low. I heard you can get tickets for like $10. That's what I heard. I mean, people are saying different things, but y'all let me know thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.